Now we're going to start talking about your AirRaley. Your AirRaley is one of your basic tricks. It's just like your back roll, your front flips. These are all basic tricks. They kind of is your next step, moving on past your blind 180s, your 180s, your 360s, you know, things with grabs, your 540s. The AirRaley is a basic, simple trick, but learning it is difficult. But once you do your first one, you will totally understand, comprehend it. It's the easiest trick in the world, you'll feel like, once you do it. Doing that, you need cojones, basically. You want to be able to have a really good edge. You want to know how your board reacts. You want to know how good you're edging. I like to edge different than most guys. Some guys bend at the knees and bend at the waist. I don't do that. I lean back, use my leverage, and keep my back straight, my torso straight, and put my foot out there to basically use less muscle. These guys use a lot of energy and a lot of muscle doing it this way, trying to create a power edge. I used to just lean back in the rope and use my body weight and not tire myself out so quickly. Going into the AirRaley, basically you are going to come around the corner, and then you're going to start to change your angle, basically turning your board and starting to hit a progressive edge away from the cable. The harder you can load against the cable, basically you're building a load. You're going to pull down on the rope and create an edge. So the harder you pull, the higher it's going to take you up. The lighter you pull, when you go to flick, you're going to be 2 feet off the water. You don't want to be there. You want to be at least 8-10 feet off the water with a nice big Raley.
Right.
As you go through the corner and start creating your load. Most guys do bend. It's okay. It's not a bad way to learn the Raley. Some guys lay back like I do and use your body weight to not tire yourself out. Basically what you're going to do is turn your board, start to go on edge onto your heels. You want to lean back, whether it be like this or leaning back. Bring your toes up, get up on your heels. Start edging away from the cable. Get a nice progressive edge. As you build up your load, your body naturally reacts to feeling a power load. You'll know when to release it, basically. You'll edge for a few feet, and then you'll begin to flick away. The flick away part this is the most important part. The edge is very important, but this flick away is very important. We call it the flick away. I don't know why we call it that, but we do. You're getting on your edge. As you start to build the load, you're feeling it really tight. You want to take your front foot, keep your weight on your back foot, and put your front foot out in front of you. As you start to rotate your board, keep your heels in the water and rotate it away. It's a semi-fast throwing trick. As you go to release, if you do it too fast, you're going to go straight to your face. You're losing all your power. If you can flick away nice, progressive, and go up, it's going to pick you up. You'll know when you do it right. It'll take you straight up. Okay. As you come up, you want to start to keep your head up, chest straight and forward. If you drop your head, sometimes it has a tendency to turn you like this when you go down, or it turns you into the inside. Try and keep your head up, watch where you're going, keep your shoulders square. Once you're airborne, you'll feel yourself floating. You'll be like, woo, it'll pull you up. As you're coming down, you'll feel yourself start to fall. You're gonna naturally want to pull in. Don't rush the trick. Don't go up and try and pull yourself in right away. Feel it. As you can see the water, if you're 10 feet off the water, you got time to come in. You're going to feel yourself go up, and you just want to start to pull in slowly to your hips. The switch Raley, same body position. You want to keep your weight on your back foot, push your front foot out in front of you, stay on your heels. If you go on your toes and try and flatten out, not going to happen. Do not try and jump and force the trick. Do not try and push it out. Let the board do the work for you. You have to go on edge. You have to cut and flick away. These are the most important parts of doing the trick. Weight back, whether you bend your knees. I like to do it here because it takes me a lot bigger and a lot higher. That's also an advanced way of doing a bigger Raley. In the beginning, you can keep your knees bent, cut away. Same thing, switch. Keep knees bent, cut away. Push into the board, flex the board in the water, and ride it away. And you should have no problems doing the AirRaley. As you're coming down from the AirRaley, your body position is going to be up, you're going to be floating. As you pull to your hips, you want to pull it in nice and gradually, whether you go to the right hip or to the left hip, whatever your dominant side is. If you're doing a left Raley, you want to pull to your left hip, coming down. As you get your handle low. Don't bring your handle up here, otherwise you're going to have trouble. Get your handle low, down below, keep your knees bent, arms straight. Relax, you can let go with one hand if you feel more comfortable. Some guys go up, do the Raley, and then they come down and just land. Keep your knees bent, very important. Do not lock legs because you're going to bounce and fall to your forehead. Or whether you bounce and go out the back. You want to keep your knees bent, get good handle control. You want to keep the handle where you are. Whether you pull it to your hip, you don't have to do it that much, just pull it to where you're comfortable. Land nice and pretty. I want to go through the AirRaley situation where in the beginning and the start, I want all your weight to your back foot, whether it be left side, right side. Keep all your weight into the back foot to learn how to control the board. You want to learn how to do the flick. This is important. Once you get the flick, then you can, that's basically you'll start to advance. Then you can shift your weight a little more to your front foot, whether it be heavier, right foot or left foot forward. You want to pull a little more because then you're going to get a little more power into your AirRaley and it's going to pop you up a lot harder. But in the beginning of learning, you have to keep all your weight on your back foot. You're going to probably do a flick and you're probably going to stargaze your board out. You're going to be like, whoa, but it is going to pick you up in the air and you are going to get the sense and feeling for it. Then we're going to correct that, which we're calling advance. You want to shift your body weight slightly to your front foot. Don't put all your pressure on your front foot, just a little bit more. Get used to your flick right now. Just get used to having all your weight and learning the flick. That's the most important because that's going to get you up in the air and then you can correct it on your own. You will figure that out just by playing with it more and more. You're going to shift your shoulders, you're going to do a little bit of different things. But later on as you advance, you want to shift your weight and it's going to get you nice and square. You're going to be nice and perfectly inverted and square. That's where you want to eventually get to. But in the beginning, learn how to flick. Get your board, whether you're stargaze right now and then pulling it back in, that's okay. You're still learning. You will learn to clean that up.